Hi, Oklahoma 4-Hers. I'm Liz Taylor, the 4-H educator for Grady County. And I wanted to remind you that now is the time to start getting ready for your county fair. I know it may not be till August or September, but now is the time to start. One simple and easy entry for your county fair are posters. A 4-Her can enter about 30 different posters in your fair. This is a great way to be able to convey information to other people. It's also a great way to learn about 4-H projects that you might not be that into now, but if you had more information, you might be more interested in it. With over 30 posters that can be entered, there are a few basic rules you need to know. Most posters need to be 14 by 22 inches, which is half a sheet of standard poster board. Posters can be vertical or horizontal, but the 14 by 22 inches is the basic rule. Posters also need to be readable from 10 feet away. If you're using computer-generated printing, that means the smallest font you should use is 25. If you are hand printing it, it should be at least 1/3 of an inch tall. Here are some general tips for using computer-generated print for posters. 144-point font is about 2 inches tall, and that's a great size for poster titles. 72-point font is about 1 inch tall and good for subheadings, and 36-point font is about 1/2 inch and is great for the majority of your information. When using computer-generated printing, also remember fonts that are plain are easier to read. Try Helvetica, Arial, Calibri, or Times New Roman. You should avoid using fancy fonts. The loops and curls get lost easily and are harder to read, especially from a distance. Of course, we love seeing a 4-H clover on your poster because it tells everyone about the great things members are learning in 4-H. While 4-H clovers are encouraged, they are not required except in the poster art section of the fair. We also encourage having your posters laminated before the fair to make it a bit stronger and to help protect it. One question that I get asked a lot is, what color should my poster be? Poster board comes in a variety of colors, and most of them work well. You just need to remember a few basic rules. There are 3 primary colors: red, yellow, and blue. When you mix any 2 primary colors, you get a secondary color. When you mix yellow and blue, you get green. When you mix yellow and red, you get orange. When you mix red and blue, you get purple. Those are your secondary colors. When you mix a secondary color with a primary color, you get a tertiary color. Purple and blue make violet. Blue and green make teal. Green and yellow make chartreuse. Yellow and orange make amber. Orange and red make vermilion. Red and purple make magenta. It takes primary colors, secondary colors, and tertiary colors to make up the color wheel. When putting more than one color on a poster, think about using complementary colors. These are colors that are across the color wheel from one another. The complementary color for purple is yellow. For green, it is red. And for blue, it's orange. Or use analogous colors. These are colors that are beside one another on the color wheel. Red, amber, and orange are analogous. Teal, green, and chartreuse are also analogous. Also remember that most of the time, less is more. Don't use every color you have. Choose up to 3 for the most eye-appealing posters. Another tip that I have for you is to use rubber cement. I want to add the color wheel to my pretty poster, so I'm going to put rubber cement on the back. I like rubber cement because it doesn't sometimes buckle your paper or make little ribs in your paper. It dries fairly quickly, but while it is still wet, you can peel it off and readjust it. So there's my color wheel. And you see, if I wanted to and I needed to straighten it up, I could just turn it as long as it is still damp. The other thing about it is if you notice something is crooked later, before it's laminated, you can gently peel it off. And there I have it, a poster ready for the county fair. I've used a white poster board with black writing. I've accented with green. I have a 4-H clover on it, so people know what organization I'm with. The font is large enough and plain enough that it can be easily read from 10 feet away. Now it's your turn. I challenge you to make a poster for your county fair, take a picture of it, and post it in the comments for a chance to win a door prize.